Imagine you open YouTube and start watching a video. Within seconds, the video travels thousands of kilometers across oceans and appears instantly on your phone. But here is the surprising question. How does the internet travel under the ocean? Are there giant Wi-Fi towers in the sea? Or do satellites send everything from space? Hidden deep beneath the ocean floor are thousands of kilometers of cables quietly carrying almost all of the world's internet. Believe it or not, around 95 to 99% of the international internet traffic travels through underwater cables called submarine cables. These cables stretch across oceans and connect continents, forming the backbone of the global internet. So what exactly are these cables? Submarine internet cables are special fiber optic cables that lie on the ocean floor. Inside them are extremely thin glass fibers, sometimes thinner than a human hair. Instead of electricity, these fibers carry data using pulses of light. At one end of the cable, powerful lasers convert internet data like messages, videos, or emails into tiny flashes of light. These flashes travel through the glass fibers at incredible speed until they reach the other end, where they are converted back into digital data. This means when you send a message, stream a movie, or play an online game, your data might actually travel across the ocean as light. Now you might wonder, how can a cable carry information thousands of kilometers underwater without the signal getting weaker? To solve this, engineers place special devices called repeaters along the cable. These repeaters are like signal boosters placed every few dozen kilometers. They amplify the light signals so the data can continue traveling across the entire ocean without losing strength. Without these repeaters, the signal would fade before reaching the other continent. But installing these cables across oceans is a massive challenge. Special ships known as cable-laying vessels transport massive coils of cable and gradually lay them on the ocean floor. Engineers initially create detailed maps of the seabed to steer clear of mountains, deep trenches, or hazardous zones. As the ship progresses, the cable is carefully lowered into the water until it touches the ocean bottom. In deeper regions, it simply lies on the seabed but close to the shore. It is often buried beneath the sand to shield it from fishing gear or ship anchors. You might think these cables are enormous, but surprisingly they are only about 2 to 3 centimeters thick, similar to the size of a garden hose. Despite their slim profile, they are constructed with several protective layers, including steel, insulation, and waterproof materials to endure the tough conditions of the ocean. Currently, there are over 600 submarine cables spanning the globe's oceans, totaling around 1.48 million kilometers in length. These cables link countries, data centers, and entire continents, enabling global communication. Some of the largest systems can transmit vast amounts of data, enough to send millions of high-definition videos every second. Modern fiber-optic technology enables cables to transmit data at speeds reaching hundreds of terabytes per second, which is why billions of people can access the internet simultaneously. However, these cables are not entirely secure. Occasionally, fishing nets, ship anchors, or underwater earthquakes can cause damage. In fact, a few submarine cables break somewhere in the world nearly every week. Nevertheless, engineers design the network with multiple cables connecting the same areas. So if one fails, internet traffic can easily be rerouted through another cable. The next time you find yourself watching a video, sending a message, or scrolling through social media, keep in mind something amazing. Your data could be zipping along as beams of light through tiny glass fibers that are thousands of meters deep under the ocean. While the internet seems wireless, it is actually linked by a concealed web of cables that spans the whole globe, silently fueling the digital realm beneath the waves.